Today we are doing rounding off decimals. When we round off, you've got to make sure that you look at what we're rounding off correct to. So it'll be correct to 1 decimal place or correct to 2 decimal places. It's really important you read that. So this is the procedure we do. We draw a line after what you've been asked to round to. So we draw a line after 2 decimal places if you're rounding to 2 decimal places. Then you circle. So we're drawing a line first, then we're going to circle the next digit, and then we're going to look at that digit and see what's going on there. So if the digit that you circle is less than 5, you keep the digit before the line as it is. If the digit that you circled is 5 or more, then you put the digit before the line up by 1. So we'll see how that works here. So it says here, write each decimal correct to 1 decimal place. So we'll underline that. Make sure that you write the number 1 above the word 1. Make it easy for you to just look at. So in this one here, 1 decimal place, going to draw a line after that. Then we're going to circle the next digit. Now, that digit that we've circled, is it less than 5 or is it 5 or more? That digit is 5 or more. So that means we're going to put the digit before the line up by 1. So that's going to become a 5. And everything else before that stays. Okay, so the next one, we're rounding to 1 decimal place. So draw a line after 1 decimal place. Circle the next digit after the line. Is that digit less than 5 or 5 or more? It's less than 5. So we're going to keep the digit before the line. So we're going to keep this as a 3. But we're going to copy everything in front of it. So you end up sort of writing it backwards, if you like. Next one. 1 decimal place. Draw your line after that. Circle the next digit. Now it's a 5 this time, which is 5 or more. So we're still going to put the number before the line up by 1, and that will become a 4. And everything before that stays. Okay, the next one. We're going to round these ones to 2 decimal places. Okay, so after 2 decimal places, we draw a line. We circle the next digit after that. Now that digit there that we've circled is less than 5. So we're going to keep the digit before the line. So that's the 8 there. We're going to keep that. And everything in front of it we copy. All right, let's look at the next one. Rounding to 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Draw your line, circle the next digit. That next digit is a 9, that's 5 or more. So that means the digit before the line will go up by 1 and become 1. Copy everything in front of that. All right, next question. We're rounding to 2 decimal places, draw the line, circle the next digit. Now that digit is a 5, so it's 5 or more. So the one before the line goes up by 1 to become a 6. Then copy everything in front of it. So you'll notice when I'm doing these, I'm making sure that my answers line up, the decimal points and all the digits line up, so I can see what I'm actually doing. All right, the next one. 2 decimal places, draw your line, circle the next digit. That's 5 or more, so this digit before the line will go up by 1 and become 8. Copy everything before that. Okay, next one. 2 decimal places, draw your line, circle your next digit. Now that circled digit is less than 5 this time. So the digit before the line will stay as it is. So we're going to keep that as a 5 and copy everything before that. All right, next one. We're doing 4 decimal places this time. So we're going to be drawing our line after 4 decimal places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, draw your line, circle the next digit. That is less than 5. So the digit before the line will stay as it is. stays as a 7, copy everything in front of that. All right, and one more to do up the top here. So 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw your line. Circle the next digit. Okay, that digit that we circled is 5 or more. So the digit before the line goes up by 1 and becomes a 1. Copy everything before that. All right, and we might do one more. So we're going to 4 decimal places. Let's see about this one. All right, so let's see what happens here. This is a bit tricky, this one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw your line, circle your digit. Now this question is hard. We'll see why in a minute. So when you do this one, the circled digit is 5 or more. So the one before the line will go up by 1. Now when you have a 9 before the line, if you take that up by 1, it will have to go to a 0 because there's nowhere else for it to go. So it really has not gone up at all. So then we take the one before that up by 1, and that becomes a 7. All right, now we copy everything before that. And that's your answer. So I don't want you going, oh, but that last 0 doesn't mean anything. It still wants 4 decimal places, so they must have an answer with 4 digits after the decimal point. So that's the hardest kind of question you can get on this. So have a go at your homework. When you're doing your homework, I want you to make sure that it looks like mine. You copy the question, you draw your red line in, you circle with your red pen, and then you write down what you think is going on underneath. So question with all the red bits in, answer underneath. Good luck with your homework.